Hey, where's the scene? So my name is Curtis, and in this video, I'll be starting a series where we document my process for a complete noob to go through the learning phase of Unreal Engine 4. So we're using 4.26, I believe. Um, so how we got to this point is I've been using like Maya and Lumion for years, and the beginning of December last year, 2020, I decided to try my hand at Twinmotion, and while looking for tutorials, Unreal keep coming up. And I know I saw the engine before I saw work from the engine before it was ridiculously good. But when I open it and just look at the UI, I was like, not feeling it. So, but you know, I finally decided, said, you know what, let me just try it and see how it goes. So here we are. This is about 2 weeks of playing around with Unreal, and we're just documenting where I at. So let me just show you um what I have so far and where's the plans for moving forward. So because I've been using my hands on for the longest while, I have a library of stuff. So the first thing I started to do was learn about shaders, and I will show you. So this is one of the assets, just a sofa set, and you can see as you zoom in, like look how close and the detail, it ridiculous, like it just ridiculous. So what I did for this set is it's simple. It's a basic like a studio set. I did this in Maya, just created this, and I have 3-point light, reflections here, and kind of that is it. Nothing fancy. And I created my master material for this, and I'll show you the material. So I wanted something that I have control over. When I started to learn what a master material was, keep in mind 2 weeks, so it have a lot that could be improved upon this, but this is where I'm at so far. If you have any advice on what I could do different, leave a comment below. Definitely let me know. Help is welcomed. So what I did, everything is parameters, and we have control of the albedo and the brightness, the contrast, the desaturation, and that tint. And if you need a function, you could turn it on. So this one material, it doesn't have displacement because I don't really think it's necessary. And I didn't do like translucency. I did that with a foliage material. But anyway, so with this one, we have the ability to use the ambient occlusion, cavity, metallic, normals, bright, roughness, specular, and also to adjust the texture itself, the UV and the rotation, as well as plug in anything that you need. If you need it, you basically just turn it on. So you can see the master material was actually a ground material with dirt. So if we turn off the albedo, it would show back the original, but since we're using this texture, it has ambient occlusion, cavity, and you can just switch on and off what you need. So if you don't need it, so by default, how I did it, things like the metallic, I set it to 0, so it doesn't have an influence. Same thing with the ambient occlusion. If you get a texture that uses that, you could switch it on and then switch it to, whatever value you need, as well as just switch out the textures. So the actual shader itself, it's pretty simple. Well, I say pretty simple. The first time I saw this, I was like, this is madness. What the hell is that? But it pretty simple. So the first thing I did was be able to control the UV and the rotation, and then split it out to each one of the textures. And then for the albedo, I did a desaturation, the brightness, added a tint, and the contrast. And then Very simple, like just put in a parameter to control the cavity and the metallicness and everything. For the normals I did a flatten. So if the normal set is 0, it would be basically the same strength roughly of what comes out from well, I use megascans. So what comes out from megascan, if you go negative, so with a -1 you're increasing the intensity. If you go to 1, it completely flattening everything. So I think that's pretty cool. And then just kind of simple. Yeah, so that is it. If you have any idea how I could improve this, definitely let me know. I had the displacement in, and then I realized it's not necessary, especially if you're trying to do, or at least if I for my needs. So I just took it back out. Yeah, so I think more or less that is it. This normal flatten. See as it negative, and then we soften it up as we get closer to 1. Yes, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that is it. That is where we at. I have a lot of texturing to do because what I decided is for my first project, I want to take a design I did some years ago. If you look on the channel, I will try to link the video. Pretty crappy right now, but a video of a house on the lake, and I would use that same model, but I would do it in Unreal. And because the texturing process different now with the PVR, I need to go and like create materials for everything, so that would take some time. So I need to bring everything into Unreal, get the proper scale and everything, and then do all the materials like that, and then start it. So the first process is to get all the assets in. I will show you some more I have. Oh, so I'll look into this side because the first thing I did was create my own layout for a dual screen. So I just have the full viewport directly in front of me and all the windows to the side. So a lot better. Yeah, so I have just different type of furniture, this we have a lot of variations in that. So I only started creating materials and texture these last night. Keep in mind, 2 weeks of Unreal. So I need more materials. I need to to add more like different type of leathers and so on. What I would do is I'd probably take, because of the texture of this, I'd probably take it into Photoshop and change the color and then create variations based on that. So that might be better. I'm just trying to add a tint. Even the plastic looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. Right, yeah, so this is just like some of the furniture pieces, and I also have, I was doing some of these tonight. It's kitchen assets, stuff like this. So as I said, I have a library because I'm doing this for a while, playing around with 3D for a while. So let me rotate. Oops. Oh, yeah, so I'm now going in and trying to get like different materials. So even the cloth, it looks pretty good. When it comes to foliage, I know I have a lot of work to do with foliage, but I created a master material for foliage also. And this is what it is, more or less. So it has like a slight animation, but I could control the animation and everything. And same thing like the other material that I showed just now, I could change, I have control over all the attributes, but this one just has wind and translucency. So but I'll show that next time, because I still need to play around to adjust it. But kind of dies it for Unreal. I will show you the project that I'm thinking about doing. So this is the design. When I did it before, I took this piece out just so it would make sense from the lake. You would see straight into the house, and I may do it with this, but this is the design. I created this, terrain, and yeah, this is it. So what this is back at the office, I was playing with the idea of two 40-foot containers sandwiched together and creating a 2-bedroom. So this is actually two 40-foot containers, so it's 16 feet by 40 feet. And then this is basically just a cladding around it. So this will be the project as soon as we get done texture and everything. I did some very rough UVs on it. Like, I hate UV mapping, like, without a doubt. So this just some brutal brute force UVs. I don't even know if it would work properly. Yeah, so great. Yeah, custom with Lumion and then Twin Motion doing this kind of auto UV. So you get accustomed to that. You don't need a UV map. But apparently you need a UV map now. So, but this would be the design for the project. And once I get done in Unreal and I get all these, I have a lot more stuff to do. Like, I still have like all these kettles and frying pan with an egg in it and some spice racks and stuff. I still need to go in and do all of this. Plus I have a lot more. I need to go through and go into Maya and properly assign the textures and then FBX it and everything. So I might probably do a video on that also. But for now, there is it. What I need to do too, I need to do trees. Like, I need to figure out how to sort out some trees without a doubt. I got this one from the marketplace. Well, the tree huge and it's dark up there, so let me see if I could. Yeah. Anyway, I feel it. Yeah. Anyway, so that would be it for this video. If you find this kind of relatively interesting as a noob, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're experienced, leave a comment below. Let me know what I could do better, what I could improve on. Obviously, this is a learning phase. This is only the second week, and from what I saw so far, the capability ridiculous. So, trying something new. Yeah, so that's it. So leave a like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next video, which should be maybe next week or maybe before, but you have to hit the bell in order to know when. That's just how it goes. Anyway, so that's it. See you in the next one. Peace.